Hello, folks. I'm decided to do it today. Another Goosebumps episode, and today we're going to do another versus. This is going to be a good versus because I just thought of it and said, hey, this would be a cool one. So the versus is Fifi, the vampire dog versus the barking ghost. Who will freaking win? Oh man, I thought this out. This is a real crazy freaking head scratcher. So we're dealing with Fifi, the vampire dog, and the barking ghost. For Fifi, I think there's two options that happens here. Number one is the quick and easy way. The quick and easy way is very simple because the barking ghost, the only ability he has is able to switch from himself to someone else. Chances are there might be more to it, but for me, I think chances are what can happen is just shape shifting, kind of like what's going on with Captain Ginyu. Same exact idea, which means if he actually does that, that means that Fifi will be screwed because Fifi turns from her vampire ways of where she can bite people, turn them, and also be able to fly because courtesy of the movie. And she turns from that into the barking ghost, which, as you can see, what happens in the episode along with the book is that once you turn into a dog, you're just a freaking dog. So that means that she's getting turned back to a normal dog, but a different breed, meaning that she'll have no more powers. She can't do anything, while the barking ghost is now truly powerful. And depending on the dog not even understanding what the frick is going on, that means, well, Fifi doesn't know what's going on. That means that Fifi has no choice but to yield because she has no idea about the cave and how to reverse it. So, yeah, if we do it like that, Barking Ghost wins. That's how it goes. It's like, yeah, the Barking Ghost wins. Now, let's go for the crazy hardball one. And this one is truly thought out because it is a crazy thing that turns into an all-out battle. So, what happens is Fifi knows that she's in trouble. She starts biting people, and she creates minions. As for the barking ghost, he's all alone. But the barking ghost decides to go to one of the victims she bit that turned into a minion. She switches places with him. He pushes the minion that is now it's him now, that is in the dog body, put him in a cage or something, or keep him in the cave. And then after that, he starts biting his own. And of course, note, Fifi is now the alpha, and chances are, because she is the alpha, they can actually understand what she wants instead of just being like, she's just barking. What the hell do you want? So let's just say that there's a psychic connection there where they can actually understand what she wants. Hopefully, it's like good dice roll, that means that chances are she will have a good lieutenant, and the lieutenant will actually know to protect Fifi and make sure that at all costs no one, So with the barking ghost, he actually starts making his own army. So now we have vampire versus vampire, but the alpha on the barking ghost, he's actually a person, while on the other hand, Fifi is just a freaking dog. And so, yeah, we got this all-out battle, and he just has to kill Fifi. So depending on if the lieutenant's stupid as frick, it's like, let's go with the lieutenant is dumb. The lieutenant she chooses is dumb. If that happens, then that means that it could easily turn into the fact of Barking Ghost or one of his minions able to sneak into their camp. And of course, this also has to be the fact of the Barking Ghost is clever, which chances are it is. And it depends on whether or not we can still claim the whole use a stake on them works. Because if the stake works on them, that means that all you got to do is just stake freaking Fifi, game over, Barking Ghost wins yet again. But of course, if you need the antidote, well, that means that there's going to be a little bit of craziness. And then, of course, we do also have the fact of if Fifi is defeated or cured, then does that mean the other vampires are cured? Because if Fifi's defeated, but yet the rest of them are still vampires, that means that he has another wave. He still has to deal with the army themselves. And that means that, yeah, the army will still attack with the lieutenant as the captain now. And that means that still they have to get the cure or more stakes. And then now they have to make stakes where they have stake weapons where they shoot stakes and everything. And it's an all out battle to the point of where it could end to a tie or Barking Ghost wins. And technically, Barking Ghost might not even care, and because the objective is to kill Fifi. That's it. So that means the Barking Ghost could easily just free the person that he took the place of, reverse back into his own body, go whatever he wants to do, and then that means that the all-out battle is just nothing but nothing because they have no idea what the frick is going on at that point. They're like, what the frick? Our captain left us. No. And then it's like, yeah, it's the horrible craziness. Now let's go with the fact of they are clever. They have to make sure they know who is on whose team. And then all of a sudden, now we have to actually get the antidote. So the Barking Ghost looks for the antidote. He finds the antidote, and then they have to weaponize it. So that means that just like what happened in X-Men The Last Stand, they have to get weapons that actually shoot the antidote. So that's just a big all-out battle where they have the bullets and they shoot them. Yeah, just curing everyone on her side to the point of where all is left is Fifi. It's like all is left is Fifi. And then again, Fifi is screwed and killed and is game over. And hopefully the Barking Ghost actually will say, or at least hopefully the people who are on the Barking Ghost side say, okay, we need to cure ourselves too, because this life is so not worth it. So they all cure themselves. And hopefully we have the part of where they actually will bow down to the Barking Ghost to the point until he's like, we're all done here. If you want to become save vampires, you can. If you don't, you have the antidote in your hands. Other hand, it could actually be, yeah, we have no idea if we could actually really, truly have their deplete. Yeah, they have the actually devotion of them. So if they don't have devotion of them, then that means they could easily just cure themselves. And that means the Barking Ghost has to continue recruiting people. And of course, they also have Fifi too, where it's like, yeah, have complete devotion of them, then that means that she has to continue biting people to the point of where they have decent armies. Which, again, it's like, my gosh, this is an all-out war going on here and recruitment and everything. But there's really no side of the story where Fifi actually wins. I mean, there is no true telling that Fifi actually is that clever, because if Fifi was truly that clever, then that means in the movie, you kind of would see Fifi actually being that smart and know how to do crap. Instead, Fifi just went raw, and then she ran away, and well, the person that she was gonna kill, well, or bite, well, she left. She ran away. The aunt ran away, so it's like, yeah, Fifi does not really that smart. I mean, smart to a point, I bet. At this case, it's like, yeah, this is basically defense. It's like, yeah, if she's all alone, she could easily get taken out. But if she has an entourage, if she has her own army to protect her, which that would just basically means survival than actually doing strategy and strategic stuff. So I have to give it to the Barking Ghost on this one, because if the Barking Ghost, it's like the Barking Ghost is pretty smart, because in the book, he actually, which I think there was two of them. I think there might have been two of them. So yeah, I didn't even include the fact of there's two of them and not just one. So that's even worse. It's like, oh crap, there's two of them. It's like, yeah. And maybe even that goes into the other part of where you could just take her out by, she's focusing on one Barking Ghost, but the other Barking Ghost she had no idea existed. So that means that, oh frig, you could easily just man, I think the Barking Ghost truly wins this one. I think yeah, Barking Ghost wins. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned for another versus when it comes to the Goosebumps monsters. Thank you for watching.